Hi, my name is Tay, and I've been consuming copious amounts of media since I was a very small child, and I've decided to talk into a camera about it. So today we're going to be talking about cartoon boy bands. And now, I just want to say right here, right now, I've always thought that cartoon boy bands eat. No matter what the title says, like, it makes it seem like I've been thinking about it for a long time. Like, you know what? Cartoon boy bands kind of eat. I've always thought that cartoon boy bands are good. I just want to get that off my chest. But lately, I think Western music has been in a bit of a pop drought, and especially with boy bands. And I feel like more people are seeing how much cartoon boy bands eat because we're lacking boy bands right now. Unless you want to talk about K-pop, but that's a completely different topic. I feel like it is a bit intertwined with the growing popularity of K-pop within the US versus there's literally no, we don't have boy bands, y'all. We don't have boy bands. We don't really have girl groups. Like, it's looking real treacherous. But yeah, anyways, I personally think that Four Town is the best cartoon boy band ever exists, literally ever. As you can see, I literally have merch. I have Four Town merch. I have their tour shirt. I already know. And then with Trolls Brozone, my roommates hated me because I kept replaying it. But I'm like, you want me to get up here and tell you that this doesn't slap? I'd be lying to you. Why am I gonna lie to you? Here I go, spreading the truth, spreading the gospel, and I'm treated like a criminal, like a felon. Crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking about the media that the boy band / band is from, and just a couple bangers and maybe a little background. But yeah, without further ado, I think that's a fun little term. Let's get into this video. So now to talk about my boys, y'all already know I'm a Four Townie, like, stop playing with my face. But obviously Four Town is from Turning Red, came out about 2 years ago. Literally, was it around this time? I think it might have been early 2022. If you don't know what Turning Red is, it's about a girl named May, and she's growing up in Toronto, and she finds out that she can turn into a red panda. That's it. That's the plot. It's obviously more stuff that happens in between, but that's like the general, you know. And one of the bands that she really loves is Four Town. Now, I know you're like, Tay, who's your favorite member of Four Town? And you know what? I'm glad you asked. It's Aaron Z. Yeah, that's my boy. Love him. And that music was so good, but also Billie Eilish and Phineas were a part of like the soundtrack and like specifically making Four Town songs. And now One True Love is genuinely such a good song. Like, that was on my Apple replay. Yes, I have Apple Music and not Spotify. Don't even start. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Closed. But it was literally in my replay because I was listening to it that much. Like, that's genuinely a hit track, and it felt exactly like a late 90s, early 2000s boy band. The fact that they were able to capture that, magic. That's my first Four Town banger. Like, obviously that's at the top. We only got 3 songs, and with the 3 songs there were different versions, but Nobody Like You, I believe it's called the Panda Hustle version. There's just something was happening in the studio where Jordan Fisher was just like, I gotta let these bitches know who I am. I gotta let these bitches know they will never even be able to come close, because it boggles my mind. His vocals were beautiful. Rent was due. He had a baby on the way. Like, the eviction notice was on the door. Like, it was real serious to Jordan. And you know what? I respect it. I respect the grind. Like, my ears are happy. But yeah, One True Love and Nobody Like You. Nobody Like You is cute, it's cool. It's like for the kids, you know what I mean? And I really wish that there was a spinoff with Four Town, but like a mockumentary style kind of movie with the tour that they were going on, as well as some new music. I know somebody who would really enjoy some new Four Town, you know, like if you just threw that out there, that'd be great. Like, you know, think about the fans, think about me, think about #1 Four Townie right here, you know what I mean? Do you know how much that would eat a mockumentary style Four-Town film? Also, there was like a little setup of each of the band members' kind of personalities, and even like with every Western boy band, there's always 1 to 2 members where they're just like, and they're cool too, which is sick because that was Aaron Z and Aaron T. But like, listen, Aaron Z's my boy. Like, you guys just don't get him. You guys just don't understand, and that's okay because he's not for you to understand. It's for me. And also, the random lore was crazy. Because what do you mean Jesse's 28 with kids and he, like, flunked out of art school or something? Or graduated from art school? Like, who wrote this? And also, the movie set up a lot of good things. Like, each member has their own playlist. And the playlists are good. Robert's playlist? Like, just good. Just good marketing, you know? But yeah. Four-Townie for life. Don't ever play in my face. All right, now number 2, we got Brozone. And everyone and their mom, at least on my side of TikTok, Better Place was on repeat. And, you know, I don't have a favorite member, Floyd, but I do appreciate how, once again, they fit in, like, the stereotypes that a usual boy band would have, if that makes sense. I did. You know what? I did sit down and watch this entire trilogy. I did. And I had a great time. I said that before, but like, the lore is crazy. If we really think about the Trolls lore, it's kind of insane work. Especially the second movie. That's not what we're here to discuss. I just personally, Brozone's Back is actually one of the banger of all bangers. Does that make sense? It makes sense now because I said so. There was just, ooh. And then the way that Branch really gets into, you're all I ever want. Like, what? The choreo. And obviously the other banger that I really love is Better Place. Listen, the family harmony was eating. It was. I'm not gonna get up here and lie to you because I enjoy fun and whimsy and having excellent time listening to good music. I'm not gonna get up here and lie. But also, I'm just a sucker for a good harmony. It's also a jukebox musical, so, you know, the songs aren't original. So that's why, because what? Better Place is the only original song as far as I'm aware. And I think The Perfect Harmony might be another one, which was really like, you know, the only, there was so much going on with the era of Trolls, because that's also how I found out that Trolls Twitter was a thing. And a lot of people wanted Branch's oldest brother, and I was just like, I want y'all to, I want y'all to want better for yourselves. But you know what? Let me not shame anybody. Even though I was throwing shade, we move. Just, we as a society need to do better. Because the amount of people that were down bad for John Dory, get up now. But you know what? Trolls Twitter seemed to be having a good time. So, you know what? Let me mind my business. Let me not yuck somebody's yum. Even though I spent like 30 seconds doing that, I will now cease in yucking your yum. Next band. Now this isn't a boy band. This is just a regular band. And now, what do y'all know about Love Handle? Yeah, you know, it's classic 80s band, but that entire episode is like a classic Phineas and Ferb episode. So we have Danny, who's the lead, and we meet him first, but it sucks because he gets the worst song out of his other band members. I'm assuming you've seen Phineas and Ferb, but just in case you haven't, this episode, Phineas's dad is like, oh my god, it's it's the anniversary of our marriage. What do I do? And Phineas and Ferb are like, we got this, Dad. And so they track down the former members of Love Handle so that they can perform in their backyard. And Love Handle was the band that Phineas and Ferb's parents' first date was at. Like their concert, they had their first date. Really cute. Just great episode. So yeah, Danny's song sucks. It was so humiliating because I was like, I don't really remember his song, and I'm rewatching the episode. I was like, dang, this kind of cheeks. this sucks a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, I believe we get Bobby. Now Bobby's the bassist and the Danville stylist. Why is Linda's hair the way it is? It's because that's how Bobby's hair is. Exactly. And then we get Fabulous, and it just, you want me to get up here and tell you that doesn't bang? Once again, I'd be lying to you. And I'm not a liar, I'm a truther. Just too good. And then after that, we get my boy Sherman with I Ain't Got Rhythm. Please don't piss me off. Please, like, if we're talking about Phineas and Ferb classics, I know I literally just made a video about my top 10 Phineas and Ferb songs, but no, genuinely, it's gonna do it for me every time. I think it's crazy that he was, I know like they did that on purpose, but he's doing a rhythmic beat and he's like, guys, they don't have rhythm. What are you talking about? And then you just see Phineas like, what? Random side note, one of my favorite things in Phineas and Ferb is when Phineas gets pissed. It's hilarious. He did it in Summer Belongs to You when Candace went to get on the trike and he's like, get on the trike, and she's like, my bad. And then during Ain't Got Rhythm, he's just like, you can't be dead ass right now. The fact that the old women in the library were like, join the band and stop pissing me off. I get it. But yeah, if they're going on tour, catch me at Barricade for Love Handle, like genuinely. And the guitar is just so good. There's a lot of songs of Phineas and Ferb that just go crazy, but snuck your way right into my heart. Like it genuinely feels the 80s, right? It's the, I realize it's not gonna sound as good when I do it, but you know the riff. I embarrass myself for nothing. You guys know what riff I'm talking about, please. Point is, Love Handle smacks. Unfortunately, Danny had the worst song out of the rest of his members, but L plus ratio, I guess. So, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Now, me and Alvin and the Chipmunks have a very long, beautiful history together, and I hear you, Tay, Alvin and the Chipmunks is a live action movie. I'll have you know, Alvin and the Chipmunks has several cartoon iterations, and doesn't CGI kind of count? CGI definitely counts as animation, doesn't it? Does it? It's not real, so it fits. But yeah, long history. I literally had like the old DVDs when I was in preschool, brought them to school and everything. But you know, my fave member, you know, it's Theodore. You know, see, that's my Pookie. That's my little schnookums. Has been since childhood. And you know what? I have to revoke my previous statement because this is the best cartoon boy band of all time. I'm sorry. It's the truth. And I don't want to hear any arguments. I'm not listening. Because you're not touching them. And if I'm talking about the Chipmunks, I obviously have to talk about the Chipettes. But I can't pick a favorite out of the three because they're all three of them are my girls. Why would I pit three strong chipmunks against each other? Do you hear you get what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? And you know what? That's why the fourth Alvin and the Chipmunks movie was so ass, because they were only in it for the beginning. The Chipettes brought oomph to the franchise, as we all. Listen, I'm not gonna get into an Alvin and the Chipmunks dissertation. If you want me to, I will though. Because I genuinely adore those movies. And nobody, listen, I have fun, I get happy, I have a great time watching them. But yeah. And just Jeanette Solo and SOS. Put Your Records On is their best. The best Chipettes song specifically And I also hear you, but dang, they're covers. Shh. Silence. Silence. Be quiet. Just work with me. Work with me. But I actually had the soundtrack as a kid. My mom was sick of me. My mom was sick of me. Not only did I have the Squeakquel soundtrack, I had the DVD of the first Alvin and the Chipmunks and a portable DVD player. It was that and Scooby-Doo on repeat. My mom was tired. My mom was tired, sick and tired. But yeah, my top 3 Alvin and the Chipmunk songs, plural. My favorite one is Witch Doctor. And recently it got a little bit of hype on TikTok. Y'all weren't even there. Y'all weren't even there when I was there. Like, I've been bumping this for years. And you know what? A lot of people jump me for bumping cartoon songs. Like, oh, have you ever experienced joy and whimsy? Do you like to have childhood wonder? Because I do. Also, Witch Doctor is easily a banger. Easily a banger. Don't even start. I don't have to explain it. And like, I could be like, this is my favorite part, but each of their solos hits. What am I gonna do? You think I'm gonna get up here and lie to you? Absolutely not. I'm just telling the truth. Hey, I'm speaking my truth. Second favorite is Everything's Gonna Be Alright. It's from the Wolfman one. Alvin and the Chipmunks meet the Wolfman, and Theodore turns into a werewolf. But that end song, I don't know. It just makes me want to get up and like bust a move. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. And then third, I gotta go with the Christmas song, because you know, wanna plane that loops the loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. Bars. Dave, the pen was on fire. You want me to get up here and lie? Say Dave's pen sucks? It doesn't. Well, at the beginning of, you know what? For the Christmas song, it didn't. And the other songs, you know, we're done. Thinking about how Dave is the father that stepped up. That's not the point. But yeah, the fact that the franchise just keeps coming back. What can I say? Best cartoon boy band of all time. Don't play in their face. What? Now for some honorable mentions. So honorable mentions, Josie and the Pussycats. I didn't watch Josie and the Pussycats, which is why I put them in honorable mentions, because I can't personally, I can't get my full opinion. But I do remember them from that specific Boomerang. If you watch Boomerang as a child, they would have certain commercials that would run all the time. And this one was Josie and the Pussycats, except they would do different genres from different decades. Loved it. So that got them an honorable mention. And if you watch Riverdale. Anyways, Josie and the Pussycats. Next is Boys Who Cry. It's all about you, girl, on your 16th birthday. Listen, you get your very own spotlight tonight, because it's all about you. It's all about... I couldn't not put them on here. Like, what are we talking about? That was... I can't... Once again, this is another... Like, I can't talk that much because y'all were in one episode, but it made an impact on me. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Anyways, Boys for Now is my next one, and they're from Bob's Burgers. Now, Bob's Burgers is literally one of my favorite, like, adult animation shows, period. And they had Andrew Rannells in the episode. What was I supposed to do? I stand by that. And you know, last but not least, and let me say that again, not least, B12. Need I say more? And you know what? If you don't know who B12 is, they're a boy band consisting of, you guessed it, 12 members from American Dad. That's actually the only American Dad episode I've watched. I don't need to watch anymore. I've learned all I needed to learn. I got a banger song out of it. Steve's voice is just good for no reason. I don't know who
his voice actor is. I don't know what they're paying him for him to be giving these vocals out freely. Just crazy. Just crazy. Like, it's genuinely ridiculous how good his voice is. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, he really hit that note. And like, it's just, it sounds effortless. It sounds effortless. But yeah, you need a shot of B12. You know you do. Like, listen to me. Listen. You're listening. I think you guys are hearing what I'm saying, but you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not comprehending. Anyways, those are my honorable mentions. What, again, B12, another one-off episode kind of thing, but still a cartoon boy band, or like cartoon band period, you know? So I thought I'd throw that right in there, because why not? But yeah, I do actually want to watch Josie and the Pussycats, because through my research, I learned that Josie and the Pussycats was actually the first cartoon to feature a main, like, black girl reoccurring role. Y'all know what that is, a main role. I didn't have to say reoccurring and do the hand movements and still do the hand movements. I was like, oh, that's kind of nifty. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. Okay, last and definitely, and let me say that again, and definitely not least, is Jem and the Holograms. Now, this is actually one of my favorite cartoons. It came out in the early mid 80s, and it only ran for 3 years. I don't know why, but because the plot is crazy. So come on, sit me for a second while I tell you about the plot of Jem and the Holograms. So we got our main character, Jerica. So her father and her mother die. Like, her parents die, so she gets entrusted with her dad's, basically, like, his music business as well as his home for, like, youths. And while she's, like, looking around one day, she finds this supercomputer / like holograph projector, and her name is Synergy. We love Synergy in this house. And Synergy gives Jerica these earrings, which is what turns her into Jem. Now, Jem is the lead singer of Jem and the Holograms, but it's literally Jerica, as well as her siblings, Kimber, Asia, and Shauna. So their outfits are holographic, but like the members themselves are real. The hologram just creates the cool stuff that goes on. The lore for the show is actually really wild, and like, genuinely watching episodes, I'm just like, I mean, I guess we could chalk it up to the 80s, but there was just some like diabolical mess going on in that show for no reason. But I was entertained. Just the theme song alone just goes so crazy. So like every few months I come back to this cartoon, specifically just like certain songs, and let me tell you, something is missing in my life. The thing about Jem and the Holograms is that it feels like music you hear on the radio. You know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes like cartoon songs like feel like they come from a show. This feel and it's so 80s. It's so 80s in like the best way possible. The guitar in Something Is Missing in My Life literally sends me to a different dimension. I'm elevating, I'm levitating. Like, it genuinely is so beautiful. And whoever does Jem's singing voice, just, oh, who is he kissing? Is it me, or is he making love to a fantasy? Whoa! Who? Once again, the pen was on fire. I don't know who was writing the songs, doing the lyrics, but because Jerica has her little boo thing, but her little boo thing's in love with Jem and Jerica, not knowing that she's both. So she's just like, does he really love me, or does he love Jem? Which, you know, fair point. Great thing to ask. But side note, just really good, and it all depends on the mood I'm in. It's just a little fun song. Like, you wanna get in the groove. You wanna, I don't know. It's like a good like getting ready banger. You know what I mean? What's another? Love Is Doing It to Me. Ooh, Like, I don't know how active this fandom is. I don't think it's active. There was like one reboot in 2015, and as far as I'm aware, it was awful. Also haven't seen it, but I didn't hear great things, so we're just gonna assume that it's awful. And I personally love the cartoon, so it's got nothing to do with me. It's got absolutely nothing to do with me, love. But what was I saying? Love is doing it to me. Just, it gets me right here. You know what I mean? And oh, I can't get over the vocals. Like, the vocals are genuinely so stunning, and the instrumental is beautiful. Who was composing this? Because just excellent cartoon, excellent music, just mind-blowing. The plot was crazy. The Misfits were also really annoying. The Misfits' only purpose in life was to create despair and ruin Jerrica's life and like mess with Gem and the Holograms. Like, y'all ain't got anything better to do at all, and that's why your company's broke. You know what? Anyways, just mean-spirited people for no reason. Like, just vibe. Like, it's really never that serious. And you already know Jerrica lost her dad and like is going through all this stuff, and they're still trying to mess with her. Like, sick and twisted. But anyways, watch this is just an ad to watch Gem and the Holograms. Watch Gem and the Holograms. I'm gonna rewatch Gem. You know what? I'm gonna rewatch Gem and the Holograms, and then I'm gonna yap about it. Yeah. Be prepared. All right, that was it. Those were all my favorite cartoon bands. Originally I was gonna do cartoon boy bands, but I thought I'd open it up a little more because I wanted to yap longer. And the day I stop listening to songs from cartoons is the day you're gonna have to kill me. Cringe is dead and animation is forever. You know what? This is a side note. I just don't understand. I just hate pretentious music people, period. Or like, that's a sentence. I hate pretentious music people. I'm having fun. It sounds good. I don't care where it came from. I hate this sort of like, oh, you listen to that and do. So now what? One of us is experiencing joy, and it's me. Also, animation itself is just really, it's gotten better over the recent years, but it's just very downplayed and seen as being like just for kids. And there is animation for kids, and that animation is good. I feel like it shouldn't just be like, oh, it's just for kids. And what does that have to do with anything? Does it make it any less good? Any less good? Is that proper English? I don't care. I could talk about that forever, but I don't know. I literally have a whole playlist of like cartoon songs. I'm just like, slaps. And it's really helpful for like when I'm like cleaning and like cleaning, and this is like a pan, like either cleaning my room, washing the dishes, like just, you know, doing stuff around the house. I love hearing my little jams. I love getting, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really could talk about cartoon music forever. It's really, I just don't know what goes on in those studios where they're like, you know what? Let's give them the most insane banger they've ever heard in their lives. And I'm sitting there like, whole time just like, they did it again, guys. They did it again. But yeah, I've been watching Scandal. Maybe by the time this uploads, I'll have finished it. Probably not, but maybe. So I will definitely be making a video on that. I also saw Challengers. It's been a minute. It's July. Hopefully it'll still be July when I upload this. But Tashi Duncan and Olivia Pope have similarities. I will get there. I'm gonna write a video essay on it. Soon. Stay with me. I will get there. But yeah, I actually really love it. I'm on season 5, so I have like 2 seasons left. And actually, I'm not even gonna say his name right now because you're gonna hear it when I make that video, because I will be making a Scandal video. I don't know what I'm gonna do it about. Maybe just yapping my thoughts, because that's what I'm gonna do with my Degrassi video, which is the next video that I'm gonna be uploading. Yeah, so as we know, there's hella humanitarian crises. I'm pretty sure it's crises. It's crises? Yeah. Crises going on in the world. And I feel like this is the bottom. This is the bottom? Yeah. I have links. So if you can donate, you know, do a little something, something. If you can't, share it. There's something called Operation Olive Branch going on where you can help specific families in Gaza. I also I'm gonna be putting the same links as well as new links in my little info section. Forgot what it's called. Description. I'm gonna be putting more links in the description so you can help out or share. But yeah, thanks for listening to me yap about cartoon boy bands. I will see you hopefully soon. Yeah, bye.